better. Sorry, I hadn't pressed record yet, and my phone made me feel like I was like in outer space. Now it's just way too close. That's a little better. Okay, sorry. Give me a sec. Ah, better. Okay, hi. So, I gotta try to be quiet. It's like 11 o'clock in the night. It's a Tuesday night, a work night. Yay! And I just came back from seeing the wonderful, fantabulous, the amazables, the queen of comedy, Tate. Yeah, what the hell? Sorry. I'll pay attention to you and not whatever's over there. So, like I said, I saw Tate perform live tonight, and I'm so excited. When tickets went on, well, when it was confirmed that she's touring Australia, I was like, yes, I'm buying tickets, and it confirmed that she's coming to Brisbane. I was like, even yay! I think I spent like $250 on my seat. Oops. But that was worth it. Man, before I tell you about tonight, I became an accidental an accidental Catherine Tate fan. I was like 12, 13 years old when I got into Doctor Who, and then at the time we had Foxtel, and thanks to Foxtel I discovered UK TV, which shows all these British hilarious shows, probably not just British, but anything that's in the UK, right? And somewhere along the line, I'm guessing they aired a Catherine Tate episode, and I just started watching, and now I've got probably half the stuff that she's released in Australia, so yay. Since 12, 13 years old to 24, that's 10 years I've been a Catherine Tate fan? Probably not even that. I mean, it's probably shorter than that, because I spent a lot of time watching, I don't know, we don't have time for that. Sorry. Anyway, so like I said, I bought a Catherine Tate ticket, and I was so excited, I couldn't believe it. But I mean, it was just most of the time. You watch all this stuff on TV, online, and she's hilarious, but when you see her in person, you are in stitches, and you are embarrassed, and you're like, oh my god, are we really that bad? So with her comedy show, because she is in Brisbane, she brought up a lot of things about Australia. She brought up Cooperoo, she brought up Logan, and we'll leave those two alone. She brought up Vegemite, she brought up anything that was related to Australia, and incorporated it into her act, which is brilliant. I mean, not many comedians can go, let me go from your place, even though I don't really know your area, and incorporate it into my act and make it pretend I know everything about you. But it was perfect. It wasn't insulting, depending who you ask. But we all like wet ourselves with laughter because of her. We, like, Aussies are twisted. We laugh at our own sense of humor. You want to degrade us? We'll laugh at you because we think it's funny instead of degrading. Because that's what we do. Yay! Yes. There are so many things wrong with Australian culture. It's not even funny, but we still laugh at it. Yeah. So tonight, with her acts, because she was live, she obviously couldn't get into as character as she would have done if it was a recorded TV show. I mean, obviously she can sit in the prosthetic chair for like 3 hours, get her nan makeup on, and then boom, record a scene that probably lasts maybe an hour. Realistically, her scene probably lasts 5 minutes, but then you've got rehearsals and dress rehearsals, and you've got this and that, and for her it probably takes a few hours, because she's got to get makeup, and then she's got to do the rehearsals, and then she's got to read this, and then she's got to do that, blah blah blah. But on stage, she has only a few minutes, so she can't be as in character, so she doesn't have as much prosthetics as she would have, and she couldn't bring as many characters as she would have liked to, but that's okay. She did it in an interesting way. Let me see if I can remember. I'm going to be really bad at this. So she brought back Bernie the nurse. Bernie was our first scene, if I remember correctly, which was hilarious. And oh my god, see, Bernie's great, isn't she? She's a filthy nurse, which is great. She brought back the character that makes people guess. You know, the one that goes, come on, guess, you know, guess. What are you thinking? It's not even that. Are you that? And then she's like, yeah. So that character, she brought back the couple that do that silent laughter going, you know, the silent laughter sort of thing. I think I just failed at it. But she brought them two back. She brought Nan back. Like I said, Nan, obviously with Nan, she's in prosthetics and she's got all the aging makeup. She couldn't do that with Nan, so instead it was just the hair, and she had to do the body language more. And people were like, oh, you're really young. And she's like, shut up. Yeah. She brought the woman who collects money for charities and then goes, are you kidding me? Yeah. I'm trying to remember. There wasn't that many acts that she brought to stage. I think there's maybe total 6 acts. I know the one that makes everyone guess came back a couple of times. But the ones that she couldn't bring, like, oh, she also brought Lauren. She was mean about Lauren. I'll explain in a minute. But like I said, the acts that she couldn't bring, she did a video short for. There was an act that I'm not familiar with, so I think it must be a character she just brings on tour, who's the techies. It's her dressed as a guy, and there's another person, and they're just techies without context, which is funny. And then she brought the mother that kind of panics, you know, the upper class mother with the 2 children. That was in a video short. The screaming woman, you know, the one that kind of screams and everything. When you say action, goes, ah, when you count to 3, ah, when you open a pack of chips, ah, you know, that woman. She brought that into a video screen. She incorporated an Australian radio station. I think it's, I know it was Radio Hits. I think it's 97.3 or I can't remember the title of the exact radio station, but it was Ash London that probably announced it down. And Ash London got involved with the video skits involving Nan, and that was great because, you know, with radio stations you have to be family friendly and you have to be, you know, G-rated. We all know Nan isn't G-rated. The amount of swearing Nan did and the amount of awkwardness, it was like, oh my god, this is just perfect. So that was great. Sorry, I don't know what my phone's doing. It keeps auto-focusing. It's weird. So that was fun. She brought Derek out. That was great. Oh my god. With Nan, because we know Nan does skits with Jamie, because, you know, without Nan, there is no Jamie, blah, blah, blah. Unfortunately, the guy who originally plays Jamie in the TV show couldn't be in the tour, according to Nan. He has a real job. No, it's not like Catherine gave him 15 years or anything. That's what she said. So another person stepped in and played Jamie, and she broke fourth wall and was like, you're not the original Jamie. You're just the other guy who we hired because we couldn't get the real guy. And a lot of her characters, she broke fourth wall. She did it more than once, and she was like, I am so sorry, but oh my god, my line, what is my line again? And it's not that she broke it and panicked and going, oh god, I forgot what I need to say. It was more like, we laughed at her. She goes, oh crap, I wasn't actually expecting you guys to laugh. Oh, you clapped. Oh my god, why are you clapping and laughing? I'm trying to remember my lines, and what did I just say? And she'd say something, she'd be like, no, I just said that. Fuck. Okay, I said that line. I'm gonna say these lines again. No, that's not it. So the couple that does the silent laughter, that scene was completely ruined because she was like, oh my god, what do I say? You laughed, you clapped, we said this, there's a Tim Tam Slam challenge, you eat it, no, you bite it, no, you do this. And she couldn't remember because it's so much, because obviously our Australian Tim Tam Slam, which is you bite, you dunk, and then you eat, which is you bite the corner of a Tim Tam, you bite 2 corners of it, you use it as a straw in whatever type of drink you want, and then you eat it. If you don't know what I mean, go check out John Barrowman's videos on Facebook. He does a Tim Tam Slam. He does it with alcohol, whereas Australia does it with milk and Milo and other things. You know, it's an Australian thing, it's what we do. So she was trying to remember it because it was so confusing. She's like, oh fuck. And then we would laugh and we would clap, and she's like, shut up, hold on. And so the guy who was playing her partner on the scene was like, come on, love, you can do this. And he was trying to stay in character, but you could just see it, him going. So yeah, it was quite interesting. And then she'd bring out Lauren, and Lauren would be like, I know you want me to say it, but I'm going to build up the anticipation. And so obviously the scene comes on, and like Lauren says that, and majority of the scene's going on, and then the last few minutes she's like, am I bothered? And it's like, yes, that's all we wanted. But turns out Lauren has mean knife throwing skills. I wouldn't want to be on the receiving end of that. Ooh, especially if you're a dude. Goodbye, manhood. I'm so glad I'm a female. Sorry. There is audience interaction as well, half a dozen times. The first time is with John and his mom, which is a character I forgot to mention. John, if you don't know, is the one that's the gay son, and the parents are proud, and the mom begs the dick and is like, my gay son, dick cake. Yeah, maybe that wasn't the episode. But I kind of remember vaguely Catherine Tate and dildos, which probably would make sense, right? Or completely ignore me. Either way. Imagine what people outside the room are listening to. This girl said dildos. Nothing new there, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry. Anyway, so, you know, that character, the John character, where he's gay and the mom's proud of him. So the mom and John are trying to find John a boyfriend using someone in the audience. And so according to Mother, everyone in the audience is gay. Even the straights are gay, and the ones that are married with a wife are definitely gay. And they found somebody and he had a wife, and the mother goes, that's his beard. And for those who don't know what beard is, which I think I sort of understand the concept, I don't really, but beard is somebody who's covering up your sexuality. Makes sense, sort of? Just Google beard, it's probably a better explanation than me. I'm sorry, I'm trying to understand, but I'm not very good at understanding the LGBTIQ organization community. I'm still learning, so I apologize if I said anything wrong. But yeah, no, that was credible. And then Nan comes in and she interacts with the audience. She comes in through the audience entrance doors and then tries to convince somebody to get out of their seat, which is like, okay. But no, it's great. So there's audience scene. Second act is pretty much the whole of Nan. And Nan's like, oh my god, I want to see Kylie Minogue. And she ends up stuck with Catherine Tate, and she's like, I hate Catherine Tate, I hate gingers, I hate this, I hate that. And so first act is all these characters, second act is just pretty much Nan in a hospital scene, which is quite interesting. Billy Connolly makes a guest appearance, in spirit of course. Don't worry, he's not dead. No, there's a video scene where Billy is Saint Peter, and there's a guy named Stephen, aka Porky, and he looks like Cupid, but maybe not Cupid, I don't know. But yeah, anyway, so there's a skit in there involving heaven, hell, death, and Nan in a hospital, which makes so much sense, doesn't it? And then Catherine Tate comes out, she does her bow and introduces her cast. Well, actually, they're the MC of the night, the voiceover guy, which I don't know his name. I'm sorry, voiceover guy. But voiceover guy introduces the cast. Catherine, they all take a bow, and then Catherine sings a song about charity going, there's collection tins outside, just put your money in, and I'm raising awareness for a charity that believes in my heart. She breaks into a song about gingers. Man, I'm pretty sure, honey, I think you and Tim Minchin would get along perfectly. He also has a song about gingers. You know, Catherine Tate, Tim Minchin get together, write ginger songs. You'd have the perfect fan base for it. I mean, I'm not ginger, I have a mom who's ginger, so I kind of understand the point and problems gingers have. Yeah. Anyway, so that was my little thing. So Catherine Tate is a fantastic comedian. It's why I love her. There isn't that many comedians that I can say that I still love even years after. You know, all the comedians I grew up with, Mike Myers, Adam Sandler, God's sake, Robin Williams, Eddie Murphy and countless others who I can't think of off the top of my head. All the ones I grew up with, they're not active anymore. They're either behind the scenes directing, writing scripts for other things, or they're just retired, or maybe they are still active, but they're not funny anymore, which is quite sad. And to follow a comedian that I've been following since my teens and still find her funny now that I'm 24 is a miracle. And the best part is that she's a female. Like, I know we've got our female comedians. We've got, Amy Schumer, which I don't find funny. I'm sorry, but she's not my cup of tea. We've got Sarah Silverman, which I've heard a few acts of hers. She's not too bad. There's Hannah Gadsby, who I think is funny. I don't know, I think I've seen like 5 minutes of her act on a royalty variety comedy show. There's probably a few other female comedians who I'm probably not familiar with. But what I like about Catherine is that she doesn't need to steal other people's jokes. You listen to another female comedian or another male comedian, whatever, and you can hear that they've gone and used someone else's jokes but tried to put their own spin on it, and it fails. You can hear female comedians try and do sex jokes which flop because it doesn't sound as dirty, because a guy can get away with it, whereas a female, it's like, oh, you said a penis joke. I don't get how it's funny, but cool. Or you hear a comedian try to be homophobic or racist or this and that, and you're like, there was a line, but you crossed it, not really crossed it, more like jumped over it and just went for it, and it just went, boom. Catherine Tate gets away with it. She can make a gay joke and twist it into a positive thing, I guess. I mean, with Derek, he's a closeted gay, but you can't say he's gay because he finds it offensive. With John, he's an open gay. He's a young adult trying to find the gay community, and he's got a supportive family, so you can see it from different ends of the spectrum. Derek is obviously elderly, well, not elderly, but he's older. So he grew up in a generation where gays weren't accepted. So you can see why Derek is the way he is. And John, you can see from the other spectrum, where he's got the family who's like, we love you, son, we don't care about your sexuality, but here's a dildo cake. You can see Nan, who is all these things. She's offensive to the core, but it works because why? It's a 70-something-year-old grandma. A grandma who grew up through all these things, a grandma who's like, back in my time, we could say the F word, and it wouldn't be about sex. She could just get away with it. It's just boom. And she does Bernie, and Bernie's just a sexual nurse, where it's like, okay, maybe one day there is possibly a sexual nurse, and realistically Bernie would be fired and suspended and have her medical license revoked. Do nurses have medical license? I don't know. Nurses, explain to me. But Bernie would originally be fired. But they twisted around to make it seem like there's probably something wrong with Bernie, so they still keep her on. So it's quite interesting to see how Catherine puts her characters together, because you don't look at any of them and go, oh my god, what have you done? Like, that's just cross. No, like, she puts them in a way that it makes sense, in a way that it's easy to laugh at, in a way that you could see yourself in a way that you can see family and friends, and she has her own material. And not many artists, not many comedians anymore have their own material. Everyone's ripping off everyone. And I've read in a Rebelman's biography where, back in the 80s, 90s, comedians were going to comedy clubs and unofficially ripping material off. They would go, okay, we don't want certain comedians coming in because we know they're still our material. Flash forward to 2018, comedians are running out of material, and Catherine Tate isn't recycling her jokes. We know that that characters have a certain way to them, certain jokes work for them, certain movements, certain things, and that it works. She she doesn't recycle it to the point that you go, oh my god, I get it, we've seen Bernie again, can you just stop? She does it in a way going, oh, you've seen Bernie? Great, guess what? You haven't seen this way of Bernie, we haven't done this Bernie, we haven't done that. So you get it to a point where there is more to the character than just recycling, and that's why I call Catherine Tate the Queen of Comedy, because she doesn't recycle her jokes, she doesn't rip off other artists, she uses what she's got and just explodes it. She's like a bag of marbles, you know, you could have like 6 marbles in there, and next thing you know, you throw the bag out and it's like a never-ending bag of marbles tipping out. You don't know what you're gonna get next. So I think she's incredible. Okay, now I can breathe. So tonight, I guess like every performance, there is also a merchandise stand. The first thing that I saw when I walked in was the program stand, and I was like, okay, is that all we're gonna get? I mean, I'm cool with that, I guess. I mean, I would like some more, but I tried Googling Catherine Tate merchandise and nothing popped up. Damn you, Google. Came up with tour dates, but I don't want them. I want merchandise. Do you sell merchandise? I want to know what it is, so I know whether I need to spend money or not. Anyway, so the program was the first thing I saw, and it was a lovely $15 program with our good old Nan. Aww, isn't she a cutie? Aww. So it's basically an exclusively interviewed by Catherine Tate official tour program. So half the page, you know, that's clearly Catherine. She has half the book is her interview with her and Nan, which is quite interesting. I haven't read it yet. I skimmed over it. And I was like, okay, that's definitely Nan. Like, how would you talk to yourself as a character? I mean, it's the same way that Robin Williams did Mork. You know, he had to switch from Robin to Mork, and it had to make sense for the world to understand. And that's what Catherine does perfectly. So it's more of a Nan interview. More Nan pictures, more Nan interview. I like how she does the little photos. It's just so in character. And then in conversation with Brett Goldstein, does interviews with the cast. So obviously you got the Catherine herself, a couple pages, a couple more photos and interviews with Catherine. Got more things. Got more things. I actually like these photos. These photos are really nice. I'm not sure how much photos the internet has, new photos the internet has Catherine Tate. I have to search that. So then we start getting into the cast. And I don't know why, you just went really fuzzy. Thank you. So this is Nikki. Nikki is one of the actresses that was not only on stage, but is also in the Catherine Tate show, playing a few other characters. She plays Lauren's friend. She plays the boss nurse of Bernie's, and she's in a few other scenes that I can't think of, but she rocked up a lot in the show. So that's Nikki. So apparently the two of them, Nikki and Catherine, have been friends for like a decade. Probably not even that long, but you know, it tells you how long they've been friends for and how long they've known each other for. This is Alex. He was the guy that played that silent couple, Laughter. He was the guy. He was also in a few other scenes. You know, the scenes where the character begs for money for charities and then goes, yeah. He also played a few other characters, depending on which characters. So, like I said, Alex is another, he's in it. I'm guessing he's also actually in the Catherine Tate show. I'll assume so. So this is David. David is the guy that replaces the original Jamie, and he's also in a few other scenes as well. I'm not actually sure if Jamie is in the Catherine Tate show, but I know he's definitely in the door, but you know, he plays Jamie, and he plays a few other little characters for the show. Okay. This is Sean, our show director. I think he was also in a video skit for the Techies. He looks like the guy, I could be wrong, so correct me if I'm wrong, but he's the director. So this is all your information, your cast information, your crew, who Catherine thinks. So you obviously had Catherine performing. She also writes her own stuff, and you had Brett Goldstein, which is the interviewer in this program. He's also a performer as well. I think he popped up in a few things. He probably was the techie in tonight's video skit, I'm not sure. No, I'm really bad at this stuff, I'm sorry. So Alex, David, and Nikki were the performers tonight, as well as Catherine. So there's really only 4 actors on stage. Then she talks about her makeup team, the audios, the lighting, all these different designers, and everyone backstage was great. And she thanks everybody, and then at the bottom saying, you know, I was on a deadline. If I didn't thank you, I'm sorry, but I thank you now. And then on the back it just says, now pissed off. So I will have to read that on my trip home tomorrow, so it's gonna be fun. As well as a few other things that I bought. They also had aprons. They had 2 different aprons, which I didn't buy because I'm not really an apron kind of girl. I mean, if I like cooking, I don't care if it gets all over my clothes. That's what wash machines were for. So I know I have aprons, I just don't like them. No, actually that's a lie. The Doctor Who aprons, I like them, but I just don't wear them. So back to the shirts. So there were 4 different shirts. I pretty much went up to the lady. I was like, I want all of them. She's like, which size? And I'm like, I just want all the shirts. Give me whatever size you got. I'm not kidding, but you know, give me the size that I asked in the shirts. So this is a red shirt. What a fucking liberty. And then on the bottom it says the Catherine Tate live show, which is obviously a Nan saying. And then on the back it says, what a load of old shit. Again, it's Nan saying. And I just realized with this shirt, I can't wear it to do school runs. Oops. Probably don't think I can wear half the shirts out if I want to. Of course, Lauren's favorite saying, am I above it? And on the back it says, look at my face, is my face bothered? My face above it? Catherine does it better than me, but that's cool. I can probably get away with wearing that in public. Derek's favorite shirt. You know, gay dear, who dear, me dear, no dear. And then on the back, so I'm trying to read these backwards, so let's have fun together. What on earth are you insinuating? I've never been so insulted. It's going to be interesting to see what happens when I wear these in public. Will people actually hate me, or will it actually be worth it? And the final shirt, oh, I think this is another Derek one. It's a, how very dare you. And then on the back it says impertinent. Or maybe it's Nan saying. It's either Nan or Derek, I'm not too sure. It's one of them two. But that was my little merchandise. Like I said, there was aprons. There was a pink apron and there's a black apron. I think the black one said, am I bothered? And there was a pink one that I think had the no dear, I'm not gay dear slogan. Sorry. But you know, Catherine Tate, if you haven't already, I suggest you become a fan of her. I suggest you go watch her work. Sorry, I'm losing my voice now. I've been laughing and cheering all night. Sorry. You know, go watch her work. If you have to search the line, go for it. If you have to buy her stuff in hard copies, go for it. You know, she's hilarious. She's perfect. She's amazing. I'm thankful that she toured down Australia. Now I just hope I actually get to meet her in person one day. So, you know, darling, any chance you can come to a Australian convention, Supernova, as Comic Con, please, please. I'm sorry. But yeah, she is great. She's a fantastic comedian and brilliant live. How she managed to remember everything is astounding. You know, she has that many characters she brought to life, and each character has their own, you know, chunk of words and has their own movements and mannerisms, and how she remembered all that without going, oh crap, is beyond me. I mean, she did break the fourth wall a lot. She went very Deadpool. But in saying that, the ones that she didn't break character with, she did it. And it was like, holy, how are you doing this? Like, this is a 2-hour show and you remembered like 99% of your lines. I can't even remember what I had for breakfast. And I had the same crap every morning. So, I had Wheat Bix for breakfast, that's right. But anyway, you know, so Catherine Tate live is incredible. Her TV show is incredible, but to see it live was astounding and was phenomenal, and it left me in stitches and made me go, holy crap, I'm pretty sure I don't need to pee my pants right now. My hands are numb from clapping. As you can hear, my voice is probably going from the screaming and from the laughter I did. The amount of times I had to lean over and go, oh my god, I need to breathe. I need to laugh, but I need to breathe. And can I do this weird laughter? You know, it's amazing. You know, I hope she comes back to Australia and tours, because I will gladly see her again. I don't care if she brings the same act again. Either way, I will still see her. And now I'm regretting that I didn't buy a ticket for tomorrow night, because she's got 2 shows, one for tonight, which is Tuesday, and one for tomorrow, which is Wednesday. So I'm really disappointed I didn't buy a ticket, because I reckon it would have been worth it. I mean, come on, I don't care if it's the same skit every night. I'll still watch her perform live. So I think that's all I can say for now, because I'm pretty sure I'm running out of words to say. But, you know, if you haven't already, go see Catherine Tate live. If you haven't already, go check out her work. She's amazing. Trust me, you won't find it offensive. It's one of the few comedians out there that won't be offensive. She'll be hilarious. And you can probably see yourself, or maybe your loved ones, or maybe that creepy neighbor down the road in the characters Catherine creates, which is great. So I'm going to leave you on that, because I'm pretty sure my voice is about to go. And I will see you guys in another video. Bye!